Solar generators have exploded in popularity, promising portable, clean energy for camping, emergencies, and off-grid living. But not every sleek marketing video translates to real-world performance. We've tested dozens of solar generators measuring actual charge times, usable capacity, inverter efficiency, and long-term reliability, discovering that some hyped models fail spectacularly when you need them most. These generators look amazing in product photos with premium builds and impressive spec sheets. But real-world testing revealed critical flaws that make them frustrating or downright unusable. Today we're exposing the top 5 solar generators that look good but absolutely don't work as advertised. Number 5. Bluetti AC200 Max, $1,799. The Bluetti AC200 Max looks incredible with professional industrial design, but real-world testing revealed frustrating limitations undermining the value proposition completely. This 2048 Wh generator promises 2200 W continuous output, but our testing showed inverter throttling under sustained loads above 1800 torl, causing shutdowns. The solar charging claims of 900 W maximum input proved wildly optimistic, with real-world testing achieving only 650 W, even with optimal panel angle. Battery capacity testing revealed only 1,750 watt-hour usable capacity rather than advertised 2,048 watts, showing approximately 15% less runtime than expected. The cooling fans ran constantly and loudly during any moderate load, making this unbearable for indoor use during power outages. The companion app frequently disconnected, requiring Bluetooth repairing and firmware updates that often failed partway through, causing frustration repeatedly. Pass-through charging while using AC outlets caused the unit to overheat and shut down, protecting itself but leaving you without power. The expandable battery feature requires expensive proprietary expansion batteries rather than universal third-party options, locking you into Bluetti ecosystem. Solar panel compatibility proved finicky, with some panels refusing to charge properly despite meeting voltage and amperage specifications listed. Build quality felt premium initially, but after 6 months, the handle developed play and AC outlet covers loosened significantly. Number 4. EcoFlow Delta Pro, $3,699. The EcoFlow Delta Pro looks like the ultimate solar generator solution, but testing exposed critical flaws that make this frustrating investment. This massive 3,600 W unit promises 3,600 W continuous output, but our testing showed significant voltage sag during high-draw appliances. The advertised 1,800 W solar input proved impossible to achieve even with EcoFlow's own expensive solar panels in perfect conditions. Battery degradation after just 50 cycles showed concerning capacity loss, dropping to approximately $3,200 where usable from original $3,600 specification. The smart home integration features sounded impressive, but required constant internet connection, making this useless during actual power outages, eliminating connectivity. The XBoost technology, claiming to power 4,500 W devices, proved gimmicky, reducing power delivery, causing appliances to run slowly or overheat. Pass-through efficiency measured only 78%, meaning significant power loss when simultaneously charging and using, creating waste during solar charging. The cooling system created jet engine noise levels during heavy loads, making indoor use during emergencies absolutely unbearable for sleeping. The companion app drained smartphone batteries rapidly, requiring constant phone charging just to monitor the generator status, frustrating users. Build quality concerns emerged, with cracked plastic housing developing around charging ports after moderate use, despite careful handling throughout. At $3,699, this represents expensive disappointment. Number 3. Jackery Explorer 2000 Pro, $2,099. The Jackery Explorer 2000 Pro looks sleek and professional, but real-world performance fell dramatically short of marketing promises consistently. This 260 watt generator claims 200 W continuous output, but inverter efficiency measured only 82%, wasting significant power as heat. The solar charging capability advertises 800 W maximum, but testing showed 550-600 W real-world performance, even with perfect sun angle and conditions. Battery capacity testing revealed only 1,850 while actually usable, rather than advertised 2,160 W, showing significant discrepancy between specs and reality. The pure sine wave inverter produced noticeable voltage fluctuations, causing sensitive electronics, including laptops, to refuse charging for protection. The cooling fans developed annoying high-pitched whine after just 20 hours of use, persisting throughout remaining testing period constantly. Solar panel compatibility proved extremely limited, with third-party panels often refusing to charge despite meeting all published voltage specifications exactly. The LCD screen became unreadable in direct sunlight, making outdoor solar charging monitoring impossible without shading the display constantly. Pass-through charging efficiency dropped to 70%, meaning 30% power loss when charging and using simultaneously, creating massive waste. Build quality disappointed, with flimsy plastic construction feeling cheap, despite $2,000 pricing making this seem overpriced significantly. The battery management system proved overly conservative, shutting down at 15% remaining capacity rather than truly empty, wasting usable power. Number 2, Goal Zero Yeti 3000X, $299.99. The Goal Zero Yeti 3000X looks premium with rugged construction, but testing revealed it's overpriced and underperforming compared to competitors dramatically. This 2982 Daiwa generator uses older lead-acid chemistry rather than lithium, making this significantly heavier at 68 pounds, limiting portability completely. The inverter efficiency measured only 80%, which is unacceptable for premium pricing, wasting 20% of stored energy as heat. Solar charging maxes at only 600 Ws, taking over 6 hours full sunlight for complete charge, making this impractical for daily solar use. Battery lifespan limited to approximately 500 cycles before significant capacity degradation compared to 2,000-plus cycles from lithium alternatives at similar pricing. The pure sine wave inverter produced voltage spikes during startup, causing some sensitive electronics to shut down for protection concerns. The app connectivity required proprietary Wi-Fi modules sold separately for additional cost, rather than including Bluetooth standard like every competitor. The cooling fans ran constantly, even during light loads, creating noise pollution that made indoor use during outages frustrating and sleep disrupting. Charge controller compatibility limited to Goal Zero branded panels, with third-party options often refusing to work despite correct specifications. Build quality featured dated design with sharp edges and uncomfortable handles, making transport awkward despite rugged military aesthetic appeal. At $2,999, this represents terrible value using outdated technology. Number 1. Westinghouse iGen 300s, $399. Taking the top spot as the worst solar generator that looks good but doesn't work is the Westinghouse iGen 300s, a budget disaster. This tiny 296-1 unit claims 300 W continuous output, but testing showed inverter shutting down at just 200 W sustained loads. The solar charging input maxes at laughable 60 WBU, meaning full charge requires over 6 hours perfect sunlight, making this impractical. Battery capacity measured only 240 watt usable, rather than advertised 296 watt, showing 20% less runtime than specifications claim. The modified sine wave inverter rather than pure sine wave damaged sensitive electronics, including laptop chargers that failed after connecting. The cooling fan screamed loudly during any load above 100 W, creating noise levels unacceptable for camping or indoor emergency use. Solar panel compatibility proved non-existent, with most panels refusing to charge, and included adapter using proprietary connection limiting options. The LED flashlight feature drained battery at alarming rate, depleting 10% capacity per hour of use, making this useless feature. Pass-through charging didn't work at all, with unit shutting down when simultaneously charging and powering devices, eliminating key functionality. Build quality felt like cheap toy, with hollow plastic construction and wobbly buttons inspiring zero confidence in durability. The LCD display stopped working after just 2 weeks, showing only battery percentage while all other information disappeared permanently.